I did not always know that I wanted to be an attorney until actually my first love was history. And I'm actually a trained history teacher. And I studied history both at the then Michael Teachers College and then pursued a degree in it at the University of the West Indies. However, at the University of the West Indies, and then when I had to teach it at my alma mater, Calabar High School, I came across Elsa Govaya's West Indian slave laws of the 18th century, and I read it with great fascination, especially the movement of our ancestors from being property to nowadays that we are the subject of legal and human rights. So my interest in law was piqued. And in fact, I can tell you how I made my professional decision. So at a point I decided, well, I'm going to do my master's in history. So I applied to do my MPhil at the University of the West Indies, but at the same time, I also applied to the Faculty of Law. And I said, whichever one calls me first, I am going to go with them. So on the day that I was heading to Manley Airport to board a plane to Barbados, to Cave Hill, that's where the University of the West Indies they called me to tell me I got into the master's program for history, and I told them, well, oh boy, Faculty of Law called me first. And that is the way how I became a lawyer. I can't speak for the law school nowadays, but certainly the time when I attended law school, it was a pile on a lot of work on me as a student. I seem to have taken that habit into my professional life, that we know how to deal with a lot of work coming at you all at the same time, multitasking, meeting deadlines, and so on. So I think the course of study, how the course of study was articulated at Norman Manley Law School has helped me personally, especially at the office of the DPP, where the work there sometimes reminds me of my law school days, with the amount that keeps on coming every day. My favorite memories as a student of the law school is that my peers, my year group, thought that I would do well on stage, so they actually cast me in a role in Silk. At that time we were doing a lot of courtroom dramas at Silk, so I was the one who played the part of a judge. To that day, there are still members of my year group that call me Lord Journey as a result of that role. So there was that. There was also Sports Day, which, if you can look at my sites, you can see that I attended as a spectator, not as a participant. And I like to think that my year group, if it did not resurrect Sports Day, it started it back, and it was the one that named all the houses. I think that our Student Association President, Mr. Gammon, took a leadership role in that. So the law school, it worked too hard, but it allowed me to play hard. I alluded to this about our training at the law school earlier when I said how it impacted me. Personally, again, the culture of hard work and plenty work is a foreshadowing of what the work of an attorney is going to be. Whether you're in specialized practice, as I am at the office of the DPP, or you are in a general practice, or you work in a chambers. So that is one, how to cope with hard work. The second thing that you learn is how to distill huge amounts of factual information and legal lore to get to the point quickly. Because a judge doesn't want to hear you talking and end without getting to the point. So again, this is a matter of how the law school has trained us, especially the way how they used to set questions, what we call the problem questions, in which you have to do the facts, the issues, and the application quite quickly. So we learn to get to the point quickly. Third thing that we've learned at the law school is collegiality, the respect of your colleagues. So everybody at the law school that I graduated with, the class of 99, are all attorneys, and they are distinguished and learned in their own right. So I have learned to respect my colleagues even if I don't agree with them. And we have also learned to separate the work away from our personal relationships with each other, so we can fight tooth and nail in court and still come out of court at the end of the day and chat and laugh and go and have a drink together. So these are, I think, very important skills that we have learned at the law school that's helped me to thrive as an attorney. So I'd like to think that I am a friend of all and an enemy to none, but I like to think that people respect me for also my legal knowledge, acumen and skill in how I present my case, again based on how the law school has managed to train us. It is important to give back to young and upcoming attorneys at law, especially law students, both in the faculty and at the Norman Manley Law School. When I came into the law school program, and there were about 90 of us, people thought, where are we going to put all of these lawyers, or these 90 odd lawyers? I know the law school is graduating over nearly 300 a year. The transition between study and the practical work sometimes can be a bit difficult. So practitioners, we really try to mentor young counsel. So where I'm working office of the DPP, we try to mentor those who are like clerks of courts, those are like very junior prosecutors, and also younger members in our office. Members at the bar, particularly my year group of 1999, have actually taken on young graduates of the law school and have tried to guide them, let them see the right ways, the ethics of the profession, the mistakes not to make, best practices to follow. So that is important. I think the status and dignity of the profession depends on us giving back and training, guiding and mentoring young counsel.